June 20th on HBO. Major motion movies.
You scared?
Next on HBO. This is not your run-of-the-mill talk show. It's Miller time. Turn to him for the big picture about the issues we all face. Dennis Miller Live. Next on HBO.
So what do we have here?
We got some heavy-duty shit here, that's what. So what's your plan?
I'm gonna try to access the government's database and break into their system to find out who framed Watson.
Don't be crazy. You don't want to go messing with these guys.
Someone with power is protecting a child killer. I need to find out who.
An all-new episode tonight, midnight.
A historic and unprecedented event has occurred.
They came with a plan.
They're communicating with a hidden signal. They're going to attack.
Annihilation. But the Earth doesn't come cheap.
We will not go quietly into the night. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Premieres Saturday night at 8 on HBO.
Part of the billion-dollar season of blockbuster hits. This is your brain. This is your brain on perversions of science.
Yes, it is a bit invasive, isn't it?
It's all one big joke.
From the makers of Tales from the Crypt comes the new HBO series, Perversions of Science.
We call it reality.
A special trilogy premieres Saturday night at 10:30, followed by a new episode every Wednesday night at 11.
Now you're talking my language.
There's a fury in the ring. No opponent can escape. The fury of David Tua.
He's faced at 21 knockouts. A dynamic puncher with a one-punch mind.
Another first-round knockout for David.
But now he's about to battle the powerful Ike Ibiabuchi. Feel the fury as these two heavyweights hunt for a title shot. Live Saturday at midnight on HBO Boxing After Dark. Some of the best in the business work the night shift.
The untold story of the World Trade Center bombing. Path to Paradise.
Found a piece of the van that carried the bomb.
You're under arrest.
How it happened.
Freedom of religion protects a bunch of fanatics.
And how it could happen again.
Empire State Building. Lincoln Tunnel.
Boom! Peter Gallagher and Marcia Gay Harden in an HBO original movie.
This isn't over.
Path to Paradise. Premieres Saturday, June 14th on HBO.
Next on HBO. This is not your run-of-the-mill talk show. It's Miller time. Turn to him for the big picture about the issues we all face. Dennis Miller Live. Next on HBO.
Movie star looks and blockbuster hooks. Oscar de la Hoya returns. Live Saturday, June 14th on HBO.
The HBO Friday World Premiere Movies present a special night of double feature action. Two major motion movies back-to-back in one night.
The hell was that?
First up, Plato's Run, followed by Executive Target. It's double the stars. Catch both major motion movies in one night. Plato's Run, then Executive Target. Only on the Friday World Premiere. Coming in July on HBO.
Step on it.
HBO waited 25 years to make its first dramatic series. And now, from the producers of Homicide and St. Elsewhere, Academy Award winner Barry Levinson and Tom Fontana.
Even if you're in here till you die, your life can have some purpose.
Hey, that my cigarette hanging off the tip of your lip.
He killed him, carved him up, and he ate him.
Oz, a new series. Coming in July, only on HBO.
This summer, HBO brings you Path to Paradise, the true life story of the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. The film stars Peter Gallagher and premieres this June on HBO.
Mohammed Salame, you are under arrest.
So do I.
What I see as the star of this piece is the story. It was just compelling. It just really felt like it was about the world we live in.
It's a very different slant on the terrorists. The story very much tracks with each terrorist and sets up their characters. And I think most of us are used to seeing the terrorists as a faceless group.
A lot of what you see in the movie actually really did take place almost exactly as you see it. The movie is actually based very closely on transcripts of tape recordings that were made of the terrorist group which planned the bombing.
One of the masterminds of the bombing breezed through immigration at JFK to come into the country for a period of a couple of weeks and left on the flight after the bomb went off at the World Trade Center.
If it wasn't true, it would almost be funny, and the fact that it is true is chilling.
Peter's character is really the conscience of this movie. He is a FBI agent who understands the frustration of a system that is highly imperfect. And through his eyes, we see this crime unfold.
And action!
I boarded retired members of the Emergency Service Division, which is the NYPD SWAT team.
Down on your knees, hands behind you.
And I mixed them with the extras. And I'm able to choreograph the whole thing where it looks more or less reality.
A lot of stuff is handheld. That allows us to shoot in much more of a documentary fashion, which gives the film an urgency.
What they were hoping to do was to blow up one of the towers and make it fall on the other. If it had worked in the way they had intended, it would have been appalling.
Next on HBO. This is not your run-of-the-mill talk show. It's Miller time. Turn to him for the big picture about the issues we all face. Dennis Miller Live. Next on HBO.
A typical bachelor party where men will be boys. But when the fun turns deadly, it's every man for himself.
We're all going to prison, boys, unless we figure this out right now.
Mario Van Peebles.
There's not a judge or jury that's going to be sympathetic with us.
Kevin Dillon.
You feel like a killer today?
Andrew McCarthy.
One less guess for the wedding, huh?
Recording artist Taylor Dane.
Did you really think that you could just pay me off?
And Ben Gazzara.
What about the buddies?
Stag. The Friday world premiere. June 27th on HBO. Major motion movies.
That seemed like a party I just couldn't pass up.
Every athlete knows it doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's how well your sports agent plays the game. On the season premiere of Arliss.
You want me to hire a private detective to spy on your wife? Yeah, I have to know the truth, don't I?
Arliss, reporting in. She's at the park.
Did you see who it was?
You should have seen them.
If a catcher can't trust a pitcher, who can you trust?
It's the season premiere of Arliss. Only on HBO.
A chat with Mr. Vegas. Did you invent the term swinger?
No, but I didn't invent the term good lay either.
Do you have the best poker face in Vegas? Will you get married someday? HBO Comedy Hour, the Mr. Vegas all-night party, starring Drew Carey, premieres Saturday, June 28th. Ever experienced true love?
Every day of my life.
Saturday on HBO. They came.
That's what I call a close encounter.
They saw.
Are you watching?
Oh, yeah.
They conquered.
He gets the hands back up. Suicide to finish. Whoa!
The $1 billion season continues this Saturday with the premiere of Independence Day at 8, followed by Perversions of Science at 10:30 and Boxing After Dark at midnight this Saturday on HBO.
Tonight, it's on HBO. At 11:30, the clock on the wall says it's Miller time, the brand new season of Dennis Miller Live. At 12, Live from Hell, HBO's new adult animated series, Todd McFarlane's Spawn. And at 12:30, Talk Until the Sun Comes Up, the Larry Sanders Marathon all night long. Dennis Miller Live, Todd McFarlane's Spawn, and the Larry Sanders Marathon. HBO is on tonight.